with evil beneath the Loch Ness. Hello, I'm Steve Monkey Mason, and welcome to the Evil Beneath the Loch Ness. Now, these are review rant randoms. We're in lockdown. Basically, I've done the podcast for this, and I'm just going to have a little bit of rant about it. So the podcast is already out, so this video is going to come out today, which is like the 2nd, 3rd of May. It's around then. I just updated video on YouTube for the update. Oh, we'll get there. So basically, I watched this movie. Came along by Prism Video. Early days of DVDs coming out quite cheap. And I'm always a sucker for the Loch Ness Monster. The whole Ted Danson thing in the early 90s was such a letdown to me. I love the myth, so I've got a tattoo of the Loch Ness Monster on my arm. I know it's not there, but it's a myth that, you know, I like the myth. I like the conspiracy. I like the idea that there is possibly something out there. I was really let down by the man who killed Hitler than the Bigfoot. You know, they could have went a little bit more. But yeah, Loch Ness Monster. Okay, so this movie, it's all shot in America. Fuck. There's a scene at the start of the movie. There might even be a review random for this. This has actually been in a baboonry, so check it out. Yeah, I did the 4 films together. But no, I watched this back for the podcast, so they jump out the helicopter, and it's some fucking terrible CGI. But the people behind this, the making of it, they really want to make a really good movie. The director had worked in special effects. He hasn't directed anything since, but the idea that a flute opens up and a massive prehistoric fucking 60 feet fucking full of terror comes out, looking like a bit of a hybrid from the Zilla movie from the 1998. No Matthew Broderick following behind. The cast, Patrick Bergen is the most famous person in there, and then if you listen to the podcast, I get freaked out because the guy who else is, oh yeah, he was in Mr. Bean, the sheriff, or the chief constable inspector, if you want to get technical. They call him the sheriff, I think, at one point. I was like, is this not fucking Scotland? I mean, no one's pulling a Scottish accent in this movie. I was blown away because it's the bad guy from Mad Max 2 and Commando. I was like, you are shitting me. So yeah, anyway, the story is leader of a dive team gets killed, and the next in line, who used to work there, they borrow a lot from fucking Jurassic Park here, is called in to replace them so they can extract the dive. They find eggs, they find a flu, and then this monster just turns up, fucking wreaking havoc, killing everyone. Now this monster, the imagery is used over and over again. There's a scene where it floats towards the camera, it floats away from the camera, it fucking goes past the camera. And that's almost all you fucking see of this creature every single time. It doesn't hang around. There's no big reveal. It's just, there you go. And there's a backstory. Obviously, Patrick Bergen's fucking sitting there pissed. He gets painted up like Braveheart and wandering around wanting to kill Nessie. He's going on the fucking rage. So they're trying to do this study. They don't use any kind of underwater. It's all wet for dry look, so they're all like doing the best Corey film and Corey Haim scuba school impression underwater. Some of the plot holes are a bit oof. The special effects have not aged well, but again, I like the mythology that there's a flu opened up, you know. And it's just a shame it was all shot in fucking America and it's meant to be Scotland. But yeah, it's. Yeah, a lot of people have seen it around. Again, it was, you look on eBay, it's 99 pence. It's not hard to get a hold of. But I did the podcast. I thought I'll do the review rant random. It's got a little bit of mythology there. The creature, for what it's worth. But again, I think where it leaves a little bit of my heart for this production, seeing the documentary of how all the interns and stuff and all that were like, we're making a movie, and the energy in the documentary, even though it's got some weird fucking edits, reversing angles and weird transitions. I mean, when the film starts and you're looking at it and it's just the water and you see the names like rolling up like a bubble, you go, oh no. But when it comes to Loch Ness monsters, there's not that many movies, and this is definitely better than fucking Ted Danson going, you know, these water kelpies. So yeah, seen the outtakes. Right, the outtake is, I'm going to go straight into another one, Evil Beneath the Loch Ness. No, that's the one I've just done, Loch Ness Terror, or Beyond Loch Ness, it's got 2 names. That'll be the next review rant random. It's the next podcast, but, yeah. I think, you know, if anything, they were going to do it, they should do a whole Blair Witch. Like, if you look at the Exists series, they did, the film, not series, the same director as Blair Witch, and they did that one about Bigfoot. It's fucking amazing, that movie. If they did that about the Loch Ness monster and the fucking GoPros and underwater, and just lay down some mythology and some fact, ground it, so like, it's like if you see the Frankenstein theory and it's a found footage film and they're like, oh yeah, Frankenstein's real, like, shut up man. And it's, yeah, he just lives in the Arctic Circle, goes around, like, there's a loop, a yearly loop, and like they turn up the cabin and there he is, and it's like, whoa, fucking run, Frankenstein. Again, I find that quite horrifying, that movie. It's like Troll Hunter. Take that approach, found footage film, give it some ground, and then don't cheap out on the special effects. One thing, like, get it grounded, get it real, get startling, get this footage, and that's it. Right, I'll see you for the review for Beyond Loch Ness. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.
And now, the end is here.